Well, we need to talk about longevity. We need to talk about how to get there from here. If you're biblically oriented, of course, the good Lord said, man's years shall be 120. And many people every year pass that, and they live to be 141, 160. We've got obituaries and birthday announcements of people that get to 120 to 161, I think is the oldest one that I know about in modern times. The current oldest living person, 123, from a third world illiterate country, okay? And he's a sheep herder. He never went to a doctor, okay? No insurance, no hospitals, no clinics available to him. So how do we get there from here? Well, I want you to get a hold of the book, Immortality, the book Epigenetics, which is going to be out in less than 2 weeks now. I'm just so excited about this. And the book, Let's Play Doctor. These three books, Immortality, Epigenetics, and Let's Play Doctor, are going to teach you how to do your own physicals. You don't need to go to a doctor once a year. You can do your own physicals twice a year if you want. It'll cost you $5 each time. It'll be the very same physical that your doctor would give you for $800. Okay, do it yourself. Just like going to Lowe's or to a Home Depot for your house. You don't call in a tradesman or somebody to do plumbing or electricity or lay floors and rugs and do painting and spackling and all that kind of stuff. You do it yourself. Same way with your car. That's why there's AutoZone, Pep Boys, and so forth for your car. You change the parts yourself. You change your oil yourself. Okay, you don't take your car for every little thing to a dealership because they have a long history of screwing around with the customer. So I also want you to get a hold of the products, the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for body weight, one healthy start pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. Obviously, there's secret sauces, ready diseases you might already have to help you support and promote maintenance repair. Many of these diseases are reversible. Very simple stuff. And, of course, you'll find the answers in the book, Let's Play Doctor, Immortality, and Epigenetics. Then I want you to throw in addition to the Healthy Start Pack, one per 100 pounds of body weight per month, and the secret sauce for any health challenge you might already have. Also, things that are just designed to really get you to the longest you can live. We're talking about Immortalium, one of our newest products, Immortalium. It's actually based on the 2009 Nobel Prize-winning research, which looks at the end caps of the chromosomes called telomeres. Historically, they would only double 51 times, called the Hayflick limit, named after Leonard Hayflick, a researcher who looked at human cells and cell culture. Noticed they only duplicated 51 times, and he attributed that to a steady shrinking of the telomeres. Well, in 2009, this was back in the 60s. Well, in 2009, a handful of people actually got the Nobel Prize for studying what it would take to extend that 51 Hayflick limit on the duplication of telomeres and chromosomes. And, of course, we're looking now, we're doing research with big universities, and this stuff is coming out here next month. We're going to be able to show you the Wallach limit. The Wallach limit is going to be exceedingly longer than the Hayflick limit. It might be 100 times. It might be 200 times. So we're very excited about this. We've had third-party research groups and universities doing this for us now, looking at Immortalium, the product. We're so excited about it. It's just flying off the shelves because everybody wants to live a long, healthy life. But you're going to have to be obsessive about this. In a couple of months from now, I'll be turning 75. I haven't been to a doctor in 67 years. I've never been on a prescription medication. I don't have any health challenges. And, of course, Char's been working with us for 25 years, and she can verify that. We'll talk about that later in the show. Char can verify that I haven't been to a doctor with me being the patient for the last 67 years, and that I'm not on any prescription medication. I don't have any health problems. I don't have diabetes. I don't have arthritis. I don't have periodontal disease. I don't have macular degeneration. I don't have cataracts. I don't have back problems. I don't have thyroid problems. I don't have any of the problems that everybody else has. So what gives here? Well, I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients twice a day for 67 years. I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients twice a day for 67 years. And it was kind of a combination of dumb luck, and I'm assuming how a 9-year-old kid figures this out. But maybe, again, if you're a religious person, maybe the good Lord had his hand in it and directed me to figure it out as a 9-year-old. At any rate, Immortality, the book, Epigenetics, the book, Let's Play Doctor, the book, do all your own lab tests. The book, Let's Play Doctor, walks you through all these lab tests, tells you what all the numbers mean, how to do them yourself. You can get all the materials from the any pharmacy without a prescription to do $800 physical for less than $5. Hello. You can even do your own coloscopic exams. Think about that one for less than $5. This is easy. And, of course, medical doctors each year, they kill, injure, and infect 15 million Americans in their workplace, hospitals, and clinics. They kill, injure, and infect 15 million Americans every year, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association, the Center for Disease Control, the federal agency that tracks this stuff. Why do people keep going to a group of people who kills, injures, and infects 15 million of their customers every year in the workplace? Would you go to a fast food restaurant if you knew that they killed, injured, and infected 15 million customers? Would you fly commercial airlines if you knew they killed, injured, and infected 15 million passengers? No, you wouldn't. So why do you keep going to doctors who can do this stuff yourself? I want you to think of Youngevity as the Home Depot and also the Pep Boys, AutoZone, Lowe's of healthcare. You're going to do it yourself. You're going to do it safer, more economically, and more accurately. What about that? Contact your Youngevity associate today. Also get the CDs from Here to Immortality, Dial MD for Murder, and What Kills Billionaires. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, the folks in Mississippi, they've got their foam fingers on, and they are chanting, "We're number one." And why? Because they are the most obese state in the United States, which, of course, the United States is number one in the world in obesity and being overweight. So if Mississippi leads the pack in the United States, they must be the most obese people on the planet. And that's all according to the latest Gallop Healthways poll. Say in 2013, Mississippi had an obesity rate of 35.4%. And Montana got the title for the least obese state, and they said that Montana is 19.6% according to the poll, and it's the only state in America that has an obesity rate less than 20%. Say from 2010 to 2012, West Virginia was ranked as the most obese state, and Colorado the least obese state. They say national obesity rose last year from 26.2 in 2012 to 27.1 in 2013, so almost a full percentage point. I say the states with the 10 highest obesity rates tended to have higher rates of chronic diseases, according to the report. For example, 35.8% of Americans living in the 10 most obese states had high blood pressure compared to 26.4% of those living in the least obese states. The people living in the low obesity states said they had higher rates of healthy eating and exercise. Said, for example, in the 10 least obese states, 66.7% of people said they ate healthy, and that was compared to 60.8% of the people living in the 10 most obese states. The healthcare costs for those who are obese are average annually $1,300 more than those who aren't obese, according to Dr. James E. Pope, a chief science officer for Healthways. So there you go, Doc. Something you've been talking about for a while. You know, don't they call that the stroke and cancer belt of America down through the South there? Yeah, the old Confederate states, the southeastern third of the United States, and the Indian reservations west of Mississippi really have the shortest lifespans. They have the highest rates of cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, heart attacks, stroke, cancer, everything you think of. And it has nothing to do with genetics. It all has to do with diet and lack of supplementation. Okay? And they should ask another question when they do these surveys of the slimmest people versus the fattest people. Do you supplement? I guarantee the slimmest people all supplement. Okay? And that's because obesity is, in fact, due to, and gaining just too much weight. You don't need necessarily be obese. Just overweight and obese is, in fact, a mineral deficiency disease. All mineral deficiencies result in people gaining weight, but two of them, iron deficiency and phosphorus deficiency, if you have both of those together, the odds are you are going to be one of these people who are 400 pounds, 600 pounds, 800 pounds. And it's very simple. I deal a lot with these big people. And in Shard, I worked with one fella. His name was Ken Cheney. It's no secret, not Dick Cheney, but Ken Cheney. He lectures for us. And he weighed 623 pounds. And he was about my height, 5'6", weighed 623 pounds. We got him down to 180 pounds. Took us 2 years. We were able to do that, making sure he got all his minerals, and he never gained the weight back. We do this thousands of times a month. So contact your Youngevity associate today and ask for Hell's Kitchen. We'll be back after these messages.
back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to do your own home laboratory work, get a hold of that book, Let's Play Doctor, and you'll learn how to do every test the doctor does in his office for like $1.50 for many tests. One test strip you get from a pharmacy without a prescription. You can do your own urinalysis. It gives you pH. It tells you if you have protein in urine and how much. If you have sugar in urine, how much. It tells you if you have an infection, urinary tract infection. It tells you that if you have ketone bodies and you're burning fat, which is not a bad thing. You kind of track if you're losing weight and how much ketone bodies and so forth. It can tell if you have blood in your urine. Suggests all kinds of things. And so it's cost you $1.50 for that strip. He'll charge you $50 for that. Cost you $1.50. And then you can do your own colonoscopic exams using the information in that book, Let's Play Doctor. Go to a pharmacy without a prescription and get an occult blood test and or a FIT test, F-I-T. It's an acronym for fecal immunochemical test. Those are your own, do-it-at-home colonoscopic exams. Wow, you can do it yourself. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Texas. And Susan, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Susan, you're on the air.
Hi. My distributor believes that I have a gluten intolerance because I have, at 19 years old, I'm 53 now. At 19 years old, I was medicated for hypertension. And beginning at age 31, I've had 4 strokes. I've had 3 heart attacks. And in the process of the coronary artery disease, I've had a balloon angioplasty, 7 stents, and last year 2 of the stents collapsed, and I now have had a coronary bypass. I had a hysterectomy at 40. According to my doctors, I have high triglycerides and cholesterol. I'm a diabetic.
Do you know what the numbers are?
No.
Okay. Do you have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No.
Okay. Do you have any history of asthma or bronchitis?
No.
Okay. Do you have any history of constipation or diarrhea?
Some. Not much.
Okay. Do you have children?
I do.
And do they have any problems with skin or asthma or bronchitis or constipation or diarrhea?
My daughter has bronchitis and like COPD, but she also smokes, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. Do you have any brothers and sisters that had any health problems?
No. I had family above me that had heart disease, but nobody has had the list of I have. And I also have kidney failure. I'm in stage 4 chronic kidney failure.
Are you on dialysis?
Not yet. My kidney function is 20%.
Do you know what your creatinine levels are?
Yes, my creatinine is 2.89.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a Shar thing. Shar, what do you think this lady's basic problem is?
It's got to be a gluten intolerance, and that's why she keeps getting all these things wrong with her.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all nutritional deficiencies. The reason why you have all these diseases, Susan, is because you can't absorb nutrients. And what do you weigh?
175. I'm 5'7".
Okay. All right, hang on. We're going to come back. We'll give you a health program, including dietary changes and supplement program after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Texas and Susan. Let's see, Shar, I'm going to let you go ahead and tell Susan how to deal with the gluten-free diet. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
How to get rid of, she's got to eat. Can't eat any wheat, barley, rye, or oats. Period.
Okay. And what about cross-contamination in the house?
She's got to make sure the whole family is on the same thing, and the dog food and everything. You really have to be really careful. It's a serious problem.
Right. And I did get a hold of that CD, Susan, the CD called Serial Killers. It kind of gives you a guideline where all the hidden gluten is found. It's kind of an oxymoron. Hidden gluten is found. But at any rate, you're looking at, as Shar says, things you wouldn't even think of. Dog food, cat food, bird food, fish food. You're looking at a spouse, mother-in-law, kids, brothers and sisters, anybody in the house, everybody's got to be gluten-free because of cross-contamination. The laundry, the washer and dryer, the food preparation surfaces, the couch where you watch TV, in the bed, the sheets, everything is just loaded with gluten. And so you got to watch it. Then, from a supplement standpoint, let's see here, 175 pounds. And because you have high blood pressure, you have a history of heart disease, all that kind of stuff, stents and angioplasties, I would get 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month, 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month. It would allow you to have 3 of our Ultimate Selenium twice a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner, 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine NutriCrystals. I'd go with the 2.0, drop dead gluten-free, 2 scoops at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses twice a day, 3 of the EFAs twice a day. All that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month. I would also throw in the Ultimate Daily tablets, 3 of those twice a day. And, Shar, why would I put in the Ultimate Daily tablets if she has kidney failure?
Because they open up the afferent arteries so that her kidneys will start working again.
Very, very good. Excellent. A+. And that's exactly right, Susan. When people have kidney failure, 99% of the time there's nothing wrong with the kidney. What happens is those little afferent arteries, as Shar mentioned, actually get plugged. And they cannot deliver the dirty blood into the filtering units called glomeruli in the kidneys. When these glomeruli do not get the dirty blood, the creatinine levels begin to go up. Normal is 0.9 and lower, like 0.8, 0.7. That's where you want to be for creatinine. And yours is 2.8. You're not quite where people should be when they're going to put you on dialysis. Usually you're about 5 or 6, they start putting you on dialysis. But you're creeping in the wrong direction. Now's the time to jump in. I would go ahead, because you have all this stuff, I would get 2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily tablets per month, take 9 a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner, and then call us every couple of weeks and let Shar and I know your blood pressure, your weight. We want to know your pulse. We want to know what your creatinine levels are every time you get them measured. Every time, I think they probably do it once a month when you go to the labs or the doctor's office. Let us know that sort of stuff. And you're going to do fine, but you're going to have to be obsessive about avoiding the bad stuff and obsessive about taking your supplement program. Okay, Doug, let's start another question here. Oh, well.
How about a break?
I was going to say, let's go to one of those message moments, and we'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way after these messages.
Let's stay there in Texas, head over to Odessa, and Janetta, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Janetta, you're on the air.
Hello. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Yes, ma'am.
I was calling first to give a testimony. I've been on this your products for 6 days. One of my girlfriends, Marion Bankston, put me on these, and I'm so happy. She's like an angel, and you are too.
Thank you.
Yes. She told
what
me
benefit did you get?
Well, I just got done with 5 months of chemo, first off.
Oh, my.
And I know she went to California, and she was telling me that she told you about it, and I was really, really fatigued all the time. I had black circles around my eyes and just really, really tired from, I guess, all of that coming off of me for those 5 months. And I'm telling you, the first time I started the Tangy Tangerine Shake, the first day, the Saturday when I drank it, I mean, I had so much energy because normally by 2 or 3, I'm like going to get into bed. But I was still up with my kids, out running around with them, going to basketball practice. And I called Marion. I said, Marion, now look, I said, is this really real? I said, because I just barely drank this drink like today. And she said, Janetta, it's real. I mean, you've been deprived and depleted, all that time. So, I mean, I love it. I mean, I absolutely love it.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. And, of course, millions of people all around the world share that same story every day. So thank you so much, Janetta. How can we help you today?
Well, she wanted me to call you because my surgeon has scheduled for breast removal on Thursday. She wanted they want to go ahead and take the breast totally off because they gave me the first diagnosis was I know you don't have a lot of time, but the first one was it was supposed to be a normal cyst back in February. This normal cyst turned into invasive ductal carcinoma. And then now they say that they see satellite lesions in the skin tissues. Mm-hmm. So she wants to remove it and then start me on radiation starting this coming up Thursday. So she wanted me to call you and let you know that.
Well, what I would do is get a second opinion from another radiology group at the other end of town that has nothing to do with this group. and then have them look at all the lab data. It's your right to get a second opinion. So I would go ahead and get a second opinion from people who do not do business with this bunch and see what options you have. Okay? Now, in the meantime, if you're not already doing it, what do you weigh, Janetta?
210.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see you down to 165, 170 kind of thing for a woman who's 5'8". And so we could lose a little weight, but that's not the immediate problem here. The immediate problem is, of course, is to get your immune system up, because that's your best friend when you have any kind of cancer. And we can do that regardless of what the final decision is, but I would get a second opinion. You know, when people put a roof on, they get 5 bids. When people put flooring in their house, they get 5 bids, and they check with the Better Business Bureau and so forth. And so I'm really hesitant when somebody says at one moment, oh, you have a normal, benign, non-cancerous ductal cyst, and then suddenly now it becomes cancer, and now they want to do the next thing, and at $40,000 a shot, they want rounds of chemotherapy and so forth. And so with the economy the way it is and medical systems melting down, you might be being used as an ATM machine, so it doesn't hurt to get a second opinion from another group at the other end of town. That's what I would do. In the meantime, your body weight, you want to be sure you're taking I'd really be a little heavy-handed here. You need to step up to the plate a little bit. We can always come back down if the diagnosis is not correct. Let's be a little heavy-handed. I'd like you to have 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month. That would allow you to have 3 selenium twice a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner, 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine Nutriceuticals 2.0 at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFAs at breakfast and dinner. All that would be accomplished by the 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month. I would also have you take 2 of the Immortalium twice a day. That'll be 1 bottle a month of the Immortalium. That's to support and promote activity of stem cells, the more duplications of your chromosomes that would normally be expected, and so forth, by extending the life of your telomeres. And then I would also get your ORIC points above 100,000 per day. And Shar, what 2 methods would you use, 2 possibilities to get ORIC points above 100,000 per day?
Triple Treat Chocolate and Cell Shield RTQ.
Perfect. Triple Treat Chocolate, I'd take 6 a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner. That'll get you over 100,000 ORIC points. And then, of course, I would also, as an option, if you're allergic to chocolate and don't like it, I don't know of a woman that doesn't like chocolate, but I would go ahead and also consider, Shar says, Cell Shield RTQ, R for resveratrol, T for turmeric, Q for quercetin. You can take 5 of those twice a day. That'll get you over 100,000. You can mix and match them. One day you do, or 2 days a week, or 3 days a week, you do the Triple Treat Chocolate. The other 3 or 4 days a week, you do the Cell Shield RTQ. And that way you don't get bored with one system. And the main thing is to get your ORIC points, your antioxidant points above 100,000 per day. Give us a call after you get your second opinion. But in the meantime, add all this stuff to your program. Be obsessive about staying away from the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils. Absolutely no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Then call us as you get more information. Okay, Doug, let's go to another caller.
Let's head to Union City, Tennessee. And Lee, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Lee, you're on the air. Hello, Lee, you're on the air.
Trouble with his fingers. They turn really white when he's out in the cold.
Okay. Actually, yeah, there's actually a disease. It'll come to you in a minute. It has to do with clogged arteries in your fingers, PAD, peripheral artery disease. And when you pick up even an ice water glass, your fingers will blanch. They get very, very painful. And it's escaping me for the moment what the name of that disease is, but it's a PAD, peripheral artery disease. And when you go ahead and, how much does this guy weigh?
190.
190, okay. I'd have him take 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month for vascular health and get rid of all the bad stuff that actually inflame the arteries, fried foods, processed meats, oils, and also gluten. I would also, in addition to the 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month, I would throw in 2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily Tablets, 9 a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. And it begins with an S. It's coming to me. At any rate, this disease, when you pick up a glass of ice water, your fingers will blanch. the arteries cramp in your hands, and there's no circulation. It's really very painful, okay? And it's one of those things where you're going to see very, very fast results with this. It'll go away, but if you don't deal with it, what happens is it's kind of a warning. The same things are happening in your heart, your eyes, your brain, your kidneys, and later on you can wind up with kidney failure, glaucoma, cardiovascular disease, and so that's kind of where I would go, okay? It's a very simple one. 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month, 2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily Tablets. Get 9 a day, 3 breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you'll be able to at least control it in the beginning, but it should go away pretty fast. We'll be back after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity and the 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Tennessee and Lee. Just during the break, it came to me. It ends in an S, doesn't start in an S, as Raynaud's disease is what it is. And that's, again, when you're getting a cramp in the blood vessels in your fingers. Sometimes it's 1 finger, 2 fingers, sometimes it's your whole hand. But again, for your daughter, I guess it is, it's 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month, 2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily Tablets, 3 times a day. Get those arteries blood flowing, support and promote healthy blood flow through those obstructed arteries. It all goes away. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Memphis, Tennessee. And Leo, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Leo, you're on the air.
Thank you, Doctor, for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
In college at the age of 18, I found out I had a heart murmur, and the doctors diagnosed me to say that I had rheumatic fever at the age of 5. October 2013, I had an echocardiograph, and they said my left ventricle is severely dilated to 6.8 centimeters. The left ventricle ejaculation is calculated at 41.7%. There is no VSD or myelothrombosis identified. The right ventricle is normal size with an adequate ejaculation fraction. The left atrium is mildly enlarged, 4.51 centimeters. The aortic valve is trileafed but calcified in the non-quaternary cusp region.
Okay.
The non-quaternary cusp appears immobile. There is moderately severe to severe aortic valve regurgitation, which is 3-4 plus, they say.
Okay.
And they said,
okay, we only have a moment here. I get the picture here. How much do you weigh, Leo?
155.
Okay, and what medications do they have you on?
No medication. I haven't had no medication in 30 years. Just some
okay, good man. Okay, no meds yet. Okay. So, do you have any symptoms other than the murmur? Do you have any chest pain, or you get dizzy when you get up, or anything like that?
No, nothing. No symptoms whatsoever.
Okay, good. Excellent. Well, you're a perfect candidate here. At 155 pounds, I'd be a little heavy-handed here, since you've had heart disease since you were 5 years old. I'd go with 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month, 1 full dose of everything at breakfast, 1 full dose of everything at dinner time. I'd also take the Ultimate Daily Tablets, 3 of those twice a day. That's 1 bottle a month. And that's going to give you 3 selenium twice a day, an ounce of the osteo twice a day, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals twice a day, 3 of the EFA Pluses twice a day, 3 of the EFAs twice a day, and, of course, with the Ultimate Dailies, 3 twice a day. That's 1 bottle a month. That's going to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. And the selenium is going to kind of tone up the ventricles. And because you have a history of calcification of the aortic valves, these things happen when you have chronic infections, like when you have rheumatic fever when you're a kid, or they can happen when you have a magnesium deficiency, all of which will be corrected by this supplement program. The deficiency will all be corrected. And so this is going to be a great heart support program. And Shar, what would you tell him to avoid? Change his diet to protect his heart.
Well, he should avoid gluten. Everybody should avoid gluten.
What about fried foods and processed meats and oils?
Oh, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no meat with nitrates or nitrates in it, no margarine, no salad oils, none of the bad stuff.
Yeah, you got to stay away from anything that inflames those arteries, and you may or may not be able to eliminate the murmur. I mean, you've had it most of your life, and it's one of those things you could live to be 120 with a heart murmur. That's not the deal. You just don't want to have a heart that's weakened over the time, and then for some reason you get food or you're not supplementing properly, and so you're not getting all 90 essential nutrients, particularly those nutrients that are invaluable for the heart. Wouldn't hurt to throw one more thing in, the D-Stress capsules, 3 of those twice a day. Capital D like David Stress, 3 twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. Call us every 2 weeks, Leo. Let us know what's going on. Okay, well, thank you, Shar. Great job. Thank you so much, Doug and Susan. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops, and God bless America.